Hello everybody. Today we are going to be looking at unforgiveness. Now that's the subject to be looking at, isn't it? Because I think we've probably all experienced this at some time in our lives. When we choose not to forgive someone, we are actually doing ourselves harm, believe it or not, and we become very bitter and very resentful. In fact, unforgiveness is damaging to our health. Bitterness increases the risk of depression, and when we refuse to forgive, we are holding a grudge that can cause anxiety, frustration, higher heart rate, blood pressure, and strong negative emotions. Negativity will stop you moving on with your life. It will only affect you. You'll remain bitter and miserable while that other person is just carrying on, living life the normal way and having lots of fun. We can all forgive, okay? The question is whether we choose to or not. Why on earth would anyone not want to forgive others when that choice is simply robbing them of their peace? There's nothing gained by being unforgiving. There are misconceptions about forgiveness. When we forgive, we are not excusing the person's bad behaviour, and I want to make that very clear. We are not saying, you hurt me, but that's okay. I don't care how much you hurt me. I forgive you. No, we are not saying that, okay? What we are saying is, you hurt me, but I choose to forgive you anyway. Can you see the difference? We do not excuse bad behaviour, but we forgive bad behaviour. When you forgive, don't expect the pain to go away all of a sudden. It may take time. It may take a long time. It could be that you're still feeling very bitter and, it's raw, the pain is raw. But don't wait for that pain and that rawness and that bitterness to go away before you forgive, because you may find that that time will never ever come. How sad when people say they will never forgive someone. That is very sad. And what is the point in it? Talk about self-destructive behaviour. And on top of that, it doesn't make the person sound like they're a very nice person at all. For some of us, forgiveness is very difficult. Some of us find it easier than others. And some may think it's absolutely near impossible. Perhaps you like being an old misery guts. It may take a huge effort on your part. It may turn into an inner battle of conflicts whirring round in you. The pain you feel is still very raw, but through the pain and the betrayal, the lies, the thieving maybe through the physical or mental abuse or both, the cruelty and the unfairness of it all, you have still chosen to forgive. Remember, Satan does not want you to. He knows how much you'll benefit if you do. For starters, did you know that unforgiveness blocks prayers and blessings. And we don't want that to happen, do we? We don't want our prayers blocked. And we want to receive the blessings that God has for us. So we don't want them blocked either. Satan does not want us in communication with God because he knows how much power there is when we chat to God and we grow in the Lord. And he will try everything he can to prevent that from happening. So how does he deal with it? He will harden your heart. And we need the grace of God to soften our hearts, don't we? We don't want hard hearts. That isn't nice. I'm going to now read from Ephesians, and I can find my Bible. Here we go. Ephesians 4, chapter 4, verses 31 to 32. Make a clean break with all cutting, backbiting, profane talk. Be gentle with one another, sensitive. Forgive one another as quickly and thoroughly as God in Christ forgave you. And I think that's so important, because why should God forgive us if we don't forgive anyone else? Why should he? He forgives us over and over and over again when we ask him to. So how much more should we forgive other people? Unforgiveness will hold you in bondage. You may have to deal with stubbornness before you deal with anything else, because you can become very stubborn and refuse to forgive. So get rid of the stubbornness, because that could be what's stopping you from moving on and finding peace. Because in an unforgiveness there isn't any peace. It may not take your pain completely away, but I can promise you, forgiveness will set you free. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.